Oh. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Oh, did I? Nope, I did not. Did now though. Very good. Are we here? We in? I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god. It's really cold outside. Like really, like some days it is cold, but it doesn't feel cold. Today it feels cold. You know, you open that door and just nature assaults you. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Ah. I feel like screaming is gonna clear my nose. Yeah, I don't have a cold. I don't think I have a cold. I don't feel like I have a cold. Maybe I do. Anyway. What a rough start to a stream. Beverage is too warm to consume. Sorry. Mike's macaronis. Unreal Engine, C++, and you. So, this is a stream where I work through a book from Pact, Unreal Engine 4X by the example. And yeah. So now we're on to chapter 4. We're on part 7, so we're not making too bad time. Fewer than 2 streams per chapter. Oof, indeed. That being said, I'm pretty sure I skipped chapter 1. Like stream wise, like there wasn't any content to that stream. It was just done. Anyway, chapter 4, Unreal Engine, C++, and you. Welcome to chapter 4. Well done on working through to this point. We are finally ready to open the Pandora's box of bringing C++ into our Unreal workflow. Unreal has been designed specifically to allow game developers to utilize C++ to its full extent while creating content. By the end of this chapter, you'll be able to leverage the low-level nature of C++ to create in-depth functionality that maximizes the potential of your Unreal Engine 4. In fact, from this point forward, C++ will be our main avenue when it comes to creating functionality. If you do not already have a basic understanding or experience with C++, I strongly recommend brushing up on the C++ programming language and Visual Studio 2015 IDE before continuing with this book. Motherfucker! So, no. I've done the solo learn. We're gonna need this boy. I've done the solo learn C++ introduction to C++ basics coverage tutorial stuff, and I did a whole bunch of C way back when, just after I graduated university, that I managed to become unmotivated to work on further because I don't know what. I was trying to think about a problem, and then it came to me like a year later. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's it. That's how you do that." And then I couldn't be bothered doing it. I never went back. I never got that qualification. I never got that shiny bar of a star on my. Maybe I should go back and do that right now. Fuck Unreal Engine. Just straight up. Whatever. This chapter will introduce you to the concepts and syntax that you'll encounter when working with C++ and Unreal Engine 4. The relationship they have created between code-based and engine is robust and involved. The chapter will act as an introduction to the workings of this relationship. Through the remaining chapters, we will continuously build on this knowledge so that you can master C++ with Unreal Engine 4. However, with power comes responsibility. C++ is a low-level language by nature, therefore by using it you're also exposing your projects to vulnerabilities brought about by buggy and incomplete code. The code provided in this and the following chapters will take steps to show you how to avoid these vulnerabilities. So, basically, C++ is statically typed, if that's is that the right word? Is that the right terminology for what I'm trying to explain? So, memory allocation is done at oh dear, watch me chop this up. Memory allocation is done in the compilation stage. It doesn't do runtime changes to memory allocation to things that you need to do. Memory allocation has to be specified by the things, and if it's not specified by the things, it uses the default value for whatever you're trying to make. But that means that you can run out of memory, or you can use more memory than you needed to use. And what else about C++ do I know? What are those things? I keep forgetting what they're called. Arrays have to be of a fixed length. So when you make an array, it is that size. You could make a new array that's bigger with another thing on the thing in the other array. Appending arrays, I believe you can't do, which is why you use there was something that we were doing right at the end. It was to do with pointers and memory addresses, and rather than using an array, it was a selection of structs which had basically their memory address, their contents, and then a pointer to the next thing. So rather than having an array of things, you had like a line, it was like an array, but it was not an array because it was a workaround for arrays not being dynamic. Anyway, we'll give this a poke now. We'll go through this book, and if I get stuck on the C++, which I almost certainly will, we're gonna have to do some C++. And I wanted to actually stream for a long time today because I felt like it. I felt like today would be my day. Today would be the day that we killed the dragon. But if we've got to kill the C++ dragon, yeah, this stream is going to be about 5 years long. So buckle up. So we're going to cover why you should use C++ in Unreal Engine 4. So blueprints, while they are C++ functionality, they're built in such a way, as I understand it, that they're inefficient to what you might want to achieve with a blueprint. They're easy to work with, they're easy to understand and plot out, and they're great for prototyping. In fact, they're great for building games. People have had great success building prototype blueprint-only games. Yada, yada, yada. I don't want to shit on them. They're great, and they're an excellent tool to leverage against building video game content for beginners and people in a rush who have big CPUs and lots of RAM. As you witnessed last stream, not last stream, but the stream before last, the New Year's stream, I ran out of VRAM. There's that. So, how Unreal Engine 4 utilizes polymorphism and virtual inheritance. I can't remember what either of those things are. I've read those words so many times, but like what they are has never stuck in my brain. Virtual inheritance is when you make a public class out of a private parent class or something like that. It's about classes, and when you build, so basically Unreal Engine and all game engines, in fact, deal heavily with classes and class systems. So you'll have a set of classes for certain things in your engine. So you'll have like the pawn. Let's take the pawn class. So the player character, the character class of actor in the Unreal Engine interface is is a class, but it is a child class of the pawn class, which has had some rudimentary basic input movement controls tied to it by default. And the pawn class, in turn, is a child class of the actor class, which is the global generic placeable in world 3D asset thing. It's not even a 3D asset. It could be a 2D asset. An actor could be a sprite or a light. Neither of which are 3D assets. But there you go. Classes are basically data, a thing. They're a thing. It's a collection of variables and functions. And a child class is a class which has its own variables and functions that may or may not differ from its parent class, but also inherit the functionality of the parent class. So an actor is something that you can have and place in the level. A pawn is something that you can have, you can place in the level, and it can be possessed by an AI or a player and moved. And a character is something that can be placed into the level. It can be possessed by... Can it be possessed by AI? It probably can. I think it can. I don't know. I've gone too far already. I don't know what I'm talking about. How to create a UE for C++ project. That's easy. I know how to do that one. What I don't know how to do is to make a C++ project with Blueprint, or a Blueprint project with additional C++. I don't know if that's a thing you can do, or if that's a thing that you would want to do, but I feel like it would be possibly a little bit helpful. Welcome to the Math Noise stream, everyone. I think things like state graphs. Was it a state graph? Was that what we were making yesterday? Last time, I should say, not yesterday. Or was it an animation state machine? Whatever. Those things, the AI decision trees, the shaders, the material blueprint stuff. That's all standard. They're not technically blueprints. Blueprints are like construction script. It gets a bit confusing when it uses like double standards on itself like that, which is another reason why in those in the construction script, when I was trying to get a 3-vector, just to have, you know, a 3-vector that I could just put into, you know, world transform and stuff, it wasn't working because 3-vector is a specific shortcut key palette thing for shaders, because a 3-vector isn't a world transform. It's a 0 to 1, 0 to 255 kind of thing. It's not. You can overload them. You can make them bigger than that. There's instances where you'd want to, such as the emissive color. If you overload an emissive color, it gets brighter, right? Is that right? I think that's right. I hope that's right. Okay, here we go. How to read UE4 plus C++ code. So, Unreal Engine 4 has a thing where you can make your video game with blueprints, and then you can change your blueprints all to C++ code. And I watched a live tutorial stream from the boys at Unreal Epic, and then they did a thing. They were like, "Oh, we got this button. Press it. Basically, passes all your blueprints, and it writes them into C++ code. Don't look at that code. It works. Don't look at it." And I was thinking to myself, I know exactly what that means. Like, so all your variables are going to be, your variables actually might have the right names because you name variables in blueprints. But I'm guessing some things are just going to be absolute, you know, machine produced A01 kind of style stuff. It wouldn't be an 01, would it? Because it'd be names. A, no camel case, no nothing like that. It'd be probably very, very horrible to look at. It might all be on one line as well. Be interesting to look at. What is a precompile stage, and how does Unreal Engine 4 utilize this? So I'm going to assume that precompile stage is what happens in the viewport We'll check this obviously when we read it proper, but you know, I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. A precompile stage is going to take your .c file. Probably won't do this because I'm pretty sure you have to compile your C files to get them into the Unreal Engine. But it'll take your .c file, it'll read it, and then it'll run it in real time like a Python script. Hashtag fairy dust. Hashtag magic. What are Unreal Engine macros? No idea. How to write functions in C++ that the engine can see. How to create C++ objects that can be seen by Unreal Engine. How to write C++ functions that need to be defined in blueprints. That is something I'm interested in learning about. How to write functions that appear in the blueprint. How to do the C++ coding to have that cool little fucking draggable, pinnable box that you can drag pins to and splat and copy paste across your entire game. That is the kind of stuff that I want to learn. I'm excited now. Unreal Engine was designed specifically for C++ development in mind. Yes, it is. It is a C++ visual scripting engine, VSE, visual development engine, VE. Who knows? Fucking who cares? Traditionally, you had access to Unreal Script unless you paid a great deal of money or became an Unreal Engine developer. Unreal Script is a scripting language developed by the Unreal team to allow you to create high-level content that would interface with the engine. The purpose of this script was to provide a layer of abstraction between the developer and the engine. You could say that Blueprint has largely replaced Unreal Script. I didn't even know Unreal Script was a thing. My lifetime, my engagement with Unreal has always been it's C++ or Kismet or Blueprint. I've never experienced an Unreal Engine development cycle for an individual, a small company, or a whatever license that I have for this. That's like, you got to pay us money if you want to inject C++ code. It's always been at least, you know, baseline support, because that's what it was built for. It was built to be, you know, flexible and ubiquitous. Unreal Engine 4 is unique that it provides immediate and direct access to C++ source and development to all users. Oh, okay. So I guess I was wrong. I guess I was misled as a child, looking at the Unreal Engine 3 and trying to work it out, never working it out, and then throwing it in the bin. Visual Studio is the IDE you must use when working with Unreal Engine. Fear not, though, installing the latest version of the engine also includes an installation of the 2015 Studio integration tools that synergize the IDE with the engine. Really? Am I connected to the Wi-Fi? I am running out of battery. How am I running out of battery? Like, I don't use this phone. It sits turned off all week until I come to do this stream. Yes, I caved. I have a dedicated phone for this stream. Remember, I tried to get the Kindle to work, and the Kindle says it needs a password to boot, which means it's obviously fucked. I don't have the tools to open it to see if it's a mechanical fuck or a software fuck. And I don't really want to do a factory reset because there's some cheeky data like an Amazon login and password that I would like to not fuck, but that's by the by. Basically, it means that we can't use the Kindle, and that in turn means that I have to squint at this Pixel 5, Nexus 5. Which I must say has been a very good phone for the length of time that I had it, and the fact that it still fucking works to me is a miracle. Wi-Fi mobile data are unavailable. This page can be loaded once the device connects to a network. Oh! Oh. Yes. I'm not trying to connect to this Wi-Fi. I'm a big idiot. Can I not just tether my phone through the USB? Network and tethering. Tethering and portable hotspot. Oh, that's right. I'm connected to a charger and not the PC. That's why I can't tether my phone. That's a good point. So I ordered from Overclockers literally last night a beautiful piece of kit. I hope it works. USB tethering. Do you want to allow your PC to be just no? Okay. I wonder if this phone is actually new enough to know to tether the direction that I want it to be tethering in. Tethering and portable hotspot. I don't know. It's just. Hang on. There's extra settings? No, help on feedback. Okay. So. I'm offline. What do you mean I'm offline? I want to do it the other way around, right? Yeah, I think this phone is actually old enough that it doesn't have that way around tethering. Let me just go get the Wi-Fi password. It's just going to save me a whole bunch of time. And my phone will charge quicker in this charge port down here. I don't want to be that guy shelling all that crap. But right now I want to tell you about this charger. It's just the default charger you get from Sony. I don't have the product code to hand. It's like a UGW20. But it's one of those multi-voltage chargers. So it does 5, 9, and 12 volt charging, depending on what charge chip you have and your device that you plug into it. It can charge up to 2 amps at 5 volts. Or is it 2.5 amps or something ridiculous? It's ridiculous. It is a beefy ass charger. I think you can do 1 amp at 12. 1 amp at 9, and then like 0.8 at 12, and then 2 at 5. Whatever, I don't remember. It's a really good charger. It's really robust. It doesn't make barely any audible noise, and it has very low electrical switching noise. Oh hey dude, I'm just about to go get my Wi-Fi passwords. If you wanna come back when I'm doing something interesting, that's fine. I don't mind if you leave now. It's gonna be quiet for about 5 minutes. But I will get that, and then I will download the instructions, and then we will do the instructions. I'm back. Got my Wi-Fi password. We'll put that into the phone. We'll have Wi-Fi on the phone. I don't need to set up a lock screen password to put Wi-Fi on my phone, do I? Or is that just for the hotspot stuff? Very, very sturdily built 1970s, semi-detached, with the thickest lead paint walls and only the most signal retarding Stone walls. Connecto. Boom. Ugh. That reminds me, I need to repeatedly crack open my Game Gear. Maybe I'll fix that on stream for you guys. Maybe I'll get a camera that doesn't fucking shit itself. I'll glue it to my boom, and then we can stream we can do a Rossmann style repair on it. I'll of course need at least 1 micropole of flux, but we'll sort it out. Don't worry. I can put an order in at RS. Get my components from the shiniest of shiny boys. Or I might check out Mouser. I saw a lot of the components that I was trying to source for the Game Gear were either expensive or dirt cheap, but came on a roll of like a 2000. And I don't have like 80 Game Gears to fix. I have one. Exactly 1 Game Gear to fix. Yes. Okay. So Unreal Engine docs guide to setting up Visual Studio for Unreal Engine. Yes. Unreal Engine is designed to integrate smoothly with Visual Studio, allowing you to quickly and easily make code changes in your projects to immediately see results upon compilation. Setting up Visual Studio to work with Unreal Engine can help improve efficiency, the overall user experience for developers using the Unreal Engine. In this document, we'll also cover the basics for setting up your Unreal Engine to Visual Studio workflow. Alright. In Visual Studio 2017, VS 2017, support for C++ is now part of the optional workloads. Motherfucker! What have I got? Visual Studio Code. Yeah, but what Visual Studio Code? How dare you not support the fuck? Oh, release notes. Oh, yeah, you can't see those. You are not allowed to see any of that. We can save that. You saw it? Yeah, motherfuckers. Yup. Definitely. You can't see that. It's a Twitch extension that I definitely wasn't writing. The device has either stopped responding or has been disconnected. Wrong screen. I keep looking at the mouse like captured and thinking it's the mouse on that screen, trying to click things. Preferences. I don't know, settings, I guess. Restart to update. Alright, okay. I should probably just read how to do this. Install C++ in Visual Studio and Microsoft. This is gonna fucking suck, isn't it? That's good. Yeah, scene 2 is just an empty vacuum. An empty vacuum. What can I not see? A Twitch extension. It's JavaScript. You're not allowed to see it. You can't hear that either. That is a VOD mute. What the fuck is that? It's Jar Jar with Ricardo Pex. What the fuck? Don't even ask. Make vacuum preloaded spherical air bearings without special tools. Alright. I do like a good old spherical bearing. Lewis fixes a board. Maybe. Random Live streamed 12 hours ago. No way. And I missed that. Here we go, 3rd of October 2019. C++ Spot Visual Coder is provided by Microsoft C++ extension to enable cross-platform and C and C++ development on Windows, Linux, Mac OS. This extension is still in preview, and our focus is code editing, navigation, and debugging support for C and C++ code everywhere that VS Code runs. Below you can see syntax highlighting, smart suggestions, and IntelliSense for C++ code and source VS with C++ extension. Yes, please. Do I just need the extension? Do I just, how do I find an extension? Is it source control, but debug extension? There we go. And then I just type in /c/c++ IntelliSense debugging made by Microsoft. Clang command, compile, run snippets. That might be useful. What am I up to? Setting up a C++ project. So this is a video series called Unreal Engine 4 by Example, where I go through the book Unreal Engine 4 by Example, and we're on chapter 4. Chapter 4 dictates that you must use C++. Can you see this? You can't see this. Sorry, I'm a big idiot. I don't have a button to switch to mode 3. Yeah, just scene 1 and scene 2, and they're still on the numpad, which is really stupid. That's installed now, so that's good. And then Unreal. None of this is made by Unreal, so I'm not going to install any of that. Are you using VS Code and not Visual Studio? Sure, you want to send me 200 pounds, buy Visual Studio, I'll buy it. But yeah, I'm using Visual Studio Code because I'm just going to be doing code. I don't need any of the... Hey, look, you can see all my VSTs. What the hell is up with that? You can use the community edition. What? 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 Oh. And you know what? I think I may have had that once. A long time ago. I just, I don't use it that often, so I don't think it'd be that much of a beef. 4.22 or later, VS 2017. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not a Windows user, so whatever floats you. VS Code works okay. I mean, as long as I can put chars into my grid, as long as it accepts a curly brace, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Like, if they say Unreal is a C++ environment with air quotes, surely I can write my C++ in any editor and it will just be fine, right? You're gonna be like, that's not how it works. I'm waiting for it. And then my second question is, why? You can write it in Notepad. Yes, the integration to compilation is best in Visual Studio. Yeah, I also like the look of Visual Studio. I won't lie, the thing that makes me want to use Visual Studio is the way it looks. Because I have Notepad++ installed somewhere. Not even going to try. Not even going to try and find it. I do not have Notepad++ installed. Thank you. The Windows Notepad. Yeah, you write code. Yeah, as I say, it's just a TXT file with a .c extension. And you throw it into a compiler. Do I need to do the compiler from the console, the Windows console, if I'm using Visual Studio Code? Are you telling me I can't compile in Visual Studio Code? I can compile it in the engine. Oh, well, it's fine. So I just save my .c files to my engine, and it'll import them and compile them, and everything will be gravy. This book is not the most helpful. Kind of, yes. And with a smiley face like that, I'm just thinking this is going to be a garbage fire. This is going to be a trash can Yoda. Are you using book? Yes, I'm still using the book. Run the Unreal Engine prerequisite installer. When you install Unreal Engine, runs automatically. You install a sync Unreal Engine from per for, so you need to manually run a previous engine. I've done that. Okay. Operation with new Visual Studio. So hang on, no. So what? What? What the fuck is that? Because I was just reading this. All right, okay, fine. I have, yeah. Community. Yeah, it's a 30-day trial. Sign using your Azure credits, publish code, private Git repository, sync your settings, and unlock the IDE. Huh? It might be on 2017 only. Yeah, that's what the book said. The book said if you install Unreal Engine, you get 2015. And if you install Unreal Engine 4.22, you get 2017. Installed, but you don't get an account. Community 2017. So if I just sign in. Oh. It wants one of these. I don't have one of these. Well, I don't have one of those that works anymore. That looks like it's okay to click. Visual Studio Code, editing and debugging on any OS. Visual Studio Community. Learn more. Code faster. Work harder. Smarter. Node.js. Sorry. Game with Unity, game development C++. It's weird because this is what I have. I mean, it is free. I use it on my build machine for years now. Well, not the 2019 edition. Is this the 2019 edition though? Oh, this is the 2019 edition. Code. Develop the entire toolset from initial design for download. I'm just gonna go skip ahead in the book a couple of pages, see if it. Exploring a first code class. Accommodating for the Unreal build tool. Pregma once is available on pre-processing instruction from a compiler. Whoa! Oh, it's a video. Sorry, freaked out. Careful not to when all engine versions work on the 2019. Sticking to the latest would be smart in that case. Also, sticking to the latest version of UE4 is best. Well, it would be best, but each installation of Unreal 4 engine is like 50 gig, and yeah, I'm not installing anymore. Oh, it's 26 gig. Never mind. I'm gonna be working mostly in 4.23.1, which is what I have installed. And this book was written way before this came out. This book came out. 23.1 should be fine. Yeah. I mean, the book says that 4.22 Visual Studio 2017 is fine, but I think Visual Studio Code, from what I'm reading down here, should be fine. I think the engine does the building, does the compiling, does the good stuff. No. Wait, what? .422 is my favorite release. I grabbed my free stuff. Yeah, thank you. It's like a mini birthday present from Epic. Although I already have Darksiders 1 and 2 and War Mastered. Although Darksiders 2, I'll admit, is on the Xbox 360, and I can't even get to my Xbox 360. It's down there. So Oh, the UE4 free stuff? There's UE4 free stuff? No, God no. Maybe I'll look at that later. Ah! I don't need to open Office. How did I get free tab on top? Marketplace. Free tab on top. Fine, we'll have a look. But if it's just Quixel Megascans, they are free. They are free. Or free for the month. There you go. Brushify, Arctic Pack, Portals Blueprint. Yo. Zero Gravity Part 1. Okay. Landscape Stamps. Ooh! Fuck it. I mean, it's free. I mean, it's free. Yes. I will need Visual Studio. Let's close this. So is the Visual Studio community... What a dodgy looking fucking installer. Crap, I'm missing a meeting. Back in a few. Alright, have fun in your meeting. Don't be late to work. Don't be late to your raids either. Oof. I'm being UE4 and structure development standard C++. Pick both. Also, I cannot hear you for a bit. It's fine. Don't worry about listening to me. What am I gonna say other than the book? Workload. Game development with C++. Desktop development with C++. Oh shit! Clang tools for Windows 9. Ah! I don't think you. No, I don't think you understand, bruh. That's No, you do not need the tools. Should be fine. Okay. Just need the Clang, which is included. But do I need the Clang for Windows 9? Mobile C++ development. Mad lad. That'll be fine. Yeah, stuff later. Oh, okay. Oh shit, 19 gig. YOLO. So my C drive is an SSD. I'm tentative to install too much stuff to it. Not using .NET and Unreal. I'm using JSON in the Twitch extension. Not anything that you would reach. Hey, we are going to delete System32 in game. All right. That's a good meme, right? People like that meme. I'm just trying to be popular now. He knows what I'm saying even without saying it. A second pair of headphones. Damn. Have you got like an under over scenario going on, or are you like twin camming, like lefty righty? I should go back in the book to where we were actually starting from. That's not good. Earbuds and over the yeah. Not in the video, not required for this meeting. Booyah. So while this is installing, oh, I can do this, right? I can drag out a single tab from Firefox and have a second window. Not required for the meeting. Rest in pepperonis. Compilers. Right at the top. Dick. I hate compiling, you know? The one thing that dragged me out of learning I'm not new to coding, but I'm not old to coding. I'm not good at coding. There we go. I'm not new to coding, but I'm not good at it. I've been off and on for the last 7 years. Christ, that's too long. It's using the Unreal build tools. Okay. The book that I have says that it wants me to build something from Visual Studio. So I have to do it that way. Otherwise it will kick me out of the book club. I have to. So, yeah, the one thing that I do not like about C and C++ is having to compile. It's boring. It's slow. It's not a click of a button thing. It's command line. And I always just copy pasted it. Oh. Oh, thank God. Whoa. Thank God. I will just click one button in VS or in the engine. Oh, living the life of a king here. Yeah, I took CS50X. Way back when. VS, you get more details on what fails. I don't really care what fails. Yo, it's all gonna fail. I'm writing this code. It's literally just gonna be red. Oh, you didn't come. You didn't come for when I finished Barrel Boys. You know what? Rather than me learning something, let me show you stupid shit. Let me, you might, yeah, no, volume should be fine. Minus 20 dB. It's not that loud. I don't have a headset on, so I can't gauge, but we'll open Barrel Boys and I'll show you exactly. I followed the book to the letter, and I will show you exactly where that got me. No. This is a BP project, yeah. This is the project I was working on last time you saw this. But you didn't see no compile on top. Shush, 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 shush. But, I'm even without touching the C code, the C code, let me reveal to you. I know. I don't need to touch the C++. I do need to touch the C++. You're welcome. Nice ragdoll. Thank you. Please. There were only 357 runtime errors. It's fine. It's fine. It works fine. It's beautiful. I just wanted to show you that. Anyway. It is one error, yes. But it happened 357 times. It happens basically when you die. It's trying to access your animation state, but it can't because you've been deleted. It could be fixed. It could be fixed. I actually think it really needs to be fixed. It just needs to stop outputting the error. It's just the animation call. It's trying to check what the player's doing, but the player's trying to be. That's a fix. The player's just the player's pending kill, quote unquote pending kill, which is a function which ragdolls the dude, so he can't animate. Made a video recently on how to fix this. Oh, is it on YouTube? Is it on? If you got a VOD, post it in chat, bro. I'm sure someone will watch it. I'm done with that project. I'm not even on YouTube. Cool. Essential tools needed to follow the tutorials are a computer and a compiler toolchain able to compile C++ code. It is one node in the BP where it fails. Yeah, I think it is. What the hell is flashing? Ray, oh, it's Epic. It's this. So do we have Tress effects now? Epic. Oh, we have hair now. Yes. Yes. Ah. Do you know there's a game for the PlayStation called Evil Zone, and it has one of the it's ridiculous. It's so dumb, but I thought it was amazing as a kid. So like there are characters with like hair, but like it's tied up, so they got like a ponytail or some shit like that. And then if they get smacked enough, the ponytail breaks and the hair just kind of flops around. And I thought that was so cool. And it's taken us like fucking 20 years to get back to that point in games. And it's just like, how? How? We had this on PS1 and now we can't have it anymore? I demand PS1 level Tress effects for all game. Essential tools, blah blah blah. C++ language evolved much over the years. Has it evolved, really? Has it? These tutorials explain many features recently added to the language properly. Recent compilers needed. I shall support even if only partial features used by the 2011 standard. Wow, that was 9 years ago, dude. Many compiler vendors support new features at different degrees. See at the bottom of this page, compilers and support the features that we need. Some of them are free. Cool. Some of them use an old compiler. If you access an older version of the tutorials, no longer updated. What is a compiler? Computers understand only one language. The language consists of set instructions made by ones and zeros. This computer's language, appropriately called machine language. Single instruction to a computer could look like this. Cool, except it wouldn't have the bounding box. It would just be the text. A particular computer's machine language allows the input of two numbers. Oh, it would look like that. Really? Two numbers simultaneously? Are you shitting me now? Each processor, two numbers simultaneously? Is this an address and is this a date? A datee? A datum? Turning machine using very tedious and error prone. Make programming easier. High level languages has been developed. High level programs make it easier for programmers to inspect and understand each other's programs easier. Portion written in C++ accomplishes the exact same purpose. Int A B sum. C in A, C in B, sum equals A plus B, C out, sum, endl. The fuck is this? Is that C++? This gotta go. C in, input, C out, output, sum, output, end line? End line? Ah, dude, I do not remember C++. I remember C, but I do not remember C++. But I was reading a book recently, audio programming in C++. It says that C++ is a superset and all C programming in C++ is valid, although maybe not as efficient when compiling. You tell me. I don't know. You tell me. If you cannot really understand the code above, you should be able to appreciate how much easier it will be to program in the C++ language as opposed to machine language. That is old C. This is old C. Well, this is old C. Current C++ is way different. This was written in 2011, dude. This is up to date. I can't believe I just said that. It is not. Yeah. Hello, translated machine language is some bias that must be compiled into resemblance C++ is designed to be compiled language, meaning that it is generally translated to machine language can be understood directly by a system, making the generated program highly efficient for that set of tools needed, known as developmental chain. With the core compiler is linker. Okay. Console program. Console programs are programs that use text to communicate with the user in the environment, such as printing text to the screen or reading input from a keyboard. Well, not really input from a keyboard. Reading input from a keyboard would require a filter layer. Read input from an input zone from the console when you press enter, not when you type the keys. Rewrite that so it's correct. Console programs. Predictable behavior is identical across platforms. Simple, independent, implement. It's very useful in terms of basic programming languages. Inclusive. We're not making console programs, okay? We're making console programs. You get me? Compile console programs depends on the particular tool you're using. About C++ programs using an IDE. Yeah, an IDE generally integrates several development tools, including a text editor and tools to compile programs directly from it. Cool. Here you have instructions on how to. Sorry if the stream chunks, but I just realized that I may actually be downloading. Oh no, we haven't lost any upstream. So you're reading about C++ 98. The current revision is C++ 17 something. I think the engine is on C++ 111. Is that 111 or 11? My screen resolution isn't 11. 17 ... Not underscore. Stream is fine. Cool. 2011, 2017. Oh, C++ revision 98. I was wondering why it was like, what? Like, if they just dropped the 20 from the name. How dare they? Here we go. Clang. GCC. Clang is what we... Oh no, Clang is not what we used. Was it what we used? Was it Bash? Bash is something different? I can't remember. My brain has turned to a soup. E4 is mostly using Clang. Good. If instructions on how to compile, run a console is free code block. Visual Studio Express. Oof. Oh, damn. Console programs using Visual Studio Express 2013. The fuck? Dude. Okay, so that was a very high level explanation of compiling. The best way to learn how to program is to buy programming. Okay. Typically, the first program that's right is a program called Hello World. I've done this. Include IOStream. God damn it. Do you need it? Do you need? I'm sure you do. We've been doing this for an hour and I haven't actually done anything. Come on. IOStream is what contains the oat. Yes. Yeah. I realized that the second I said it as well. I was like, do you need IOStream? Buh. Of course you do. Because it's IOStream. You wouldn't have any O if there was... See out console. Yeah. I know what see out is. That's that is something I know. My first program in C++. 2 slash lines can indicate that the rest of the line is a comment. Nice. Preprocessor directive to include the IOStream file. Preprocessor to include the section of standard C++ code known as header IOStream. This allows to perform standard input and output operations, such as writing the output of this program to the screen. I'm not doing any of this in the engine mostly, just a warning. It's still good to know. Like, this book is unpredictable as fuck, yo. It will just be like, oh, and today we'll use a cement mixer to make our textures. Get your cement mixers out. It kind of pisses me off that it doesn't have like a big block at the front, like download this, make sure you have this, got this CD, have this manual, take a degree in fucking C++ before you read this book. Ooh. I thought it was gonna be a little bit. For example, blank lines have no effect on a program. Int main. This line indicates the declaration of a function, essentially a function is a group of code statements which are given a name. In this case, gives the name main to the group of code statements that follow. The functions will be in the detail and like in the last chapter. That definition is introduced with a succession of the type brackets int, a name main, and a pair of parentheses. Optionally including parameter int main. The engine C++ is slightly different. I hope so. For execution, the function named main is a special function in all C++ programs. It is the function called when the program is run. Yep, it is. And curly brace boy. Good. It's good. It's good. This boy still has not installed. std out hello world. This line is a C++ statement. A statement is an expression that can actually produce some effect. It is the meat of a program, specifying its actual behavior. Statements are executed in the same order they appear within a function's body. The engine uses a custom data types using something that is not known by the engine as header. Yep. I mentioned it does. It said that in the book. It said that it will take us through all of the weird Unreal Engine specific stuff. Don't worry. But I'm assuming if I need to see out, it's still going to be see out. Or is it going to be UE see out? Oh god. Oh god. No. I knew it! I fucking knew it! UE4_log. God damn it. So, I have a basic understanding of what code does. That's going to be fine, right? That's going to be fine. I think you can still do see out, but it's going to print to a different log, isn't it? It's not going to print to the Unreal Engine error log. It's going to print to the Windows terminal, right? It will open a fucking DOS terminal on your Windows 4 PC, and it'll just be like, you have some text to read, sir. Please open your DOS box. Probably write to a random location or a random computer in your city. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, see out. Yeah, I was memory address on this machine. Nah, just grab a random int, another random int, and another random int, and go find that wherever that is. Bill Gates' house. Just writes like error. Could not find player instance camera to a small txt file in like his D drive. If only. Oh god. It's just so much information to take in at any one time. Second program. No. You didn't put a \n in. You fiend. Probably wrong. You know, I have used a tool with a proprietary software on it, and there are text boxes that pop up with \n's in the text. Just think about that for a moment. Just think about. Even I wouldn't do that. Even I would run the program and see a \n in the text and be like, "Oh, I've escaped an escape character. Whoops. Whoops. Don't do that." It was like that time. What was I doing? Oh, it was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it wanted text in a thing, and I was like, it won't let me type in and enter. So I put a \n in. By the way, this is exact example how to write to the log. UE_log temp.warning.txt brackets _egg. They better be dots. They're not dots, are they? Oh, they're commas. Okay. Yeah, it's actually very similar to not Python, JavaScript. It is powerful but messy. Yeah. I mean, this is a big question. Am I gonna get used to it, or am I gonna be like run to the hills screaming with fear and just return to blueprints? Because you know, I'm prototype stick with blueprints. Yeah, that was my feeling. But you know what? I started this book. It's a series. Even if I have to spend multiple hours streaming nothing but wall of text and me screaming, you can do C++... ... but you still do mostly in Blueprint. So, yeah, big question actually. Seeing how you have experience beyond me, if I make a C++ quote unquote game, a project, can I? Oh, it's done. Can I put a blueprint in there? Restart my computer. Yes. All right. Not now. So I don't really feel like restarting my computer now, but Visual Studio, you can create a child blueprint from C++ class and extend the functionality in Blueprint. Oh, cool. Ooh, that looks swish. Not now, maybe later. Dark. Visual Basic. I thought they were pruning the redundant stuff out of this. I thought they were. When I was a baby child, like literally single digits, I demanded Visual Basic programming IDE. Did I buy it? I think I did. It was cheap, but I bought it, or I had bought for me. Hang on. Dark Basic. I create C++ base for everything, and I create a BP based on those. I work from BP. Once I get to optimization, I'll port stuff from BP to C++. Huh. Interesting. I hate white. I like if there was the option to have a black notepad, I would take it. Like, clone or checkout code. Continue without code. He's open. It's got the thing. It's got the dudes. I've got a notification. An update to live share is available. Right, okay. Extensions. Manage extensions. Online. Installed. Sort by. Search. C. C++. Do we need these? I've that theme on GitHub and on Facebook. Notepad++'s dark theme is garbage though. The top bar is white. Always. You have already it in all installed. Yeah, I thought I did that. And this is 2019, so maybe they thought C++ was cool again because so many people are using the Unreal Engine. Literally everyone. Oh, although I thought Death Stranding was going to be on the Unreal Engine, but it's not. It's on an engine written by Guerrilla Boys in the Netherlands or something. Cool. Did you hear that ambulance? I'm just wondering, like, because that ambulance was loud for me. Yes, lovely. Good. Okay, we've installed the Visual. We've installed the Visual Studio. Oh, there's one more thing. There's one more thing that we have to do. That was a side project. Oh, here we go. Here we go. As of version 4.22, Unreal Engine does not support VS 2015. Unreal Engine still uses VS 2017 by default, but also supports VS 2019. Good. I'll be living by hospital in half a year. Looking forward to that. It's not that bad. UE4 4.24 has new project creation UI though. It is slick. Don't even tempt me. Don't even tempt. Maybe the next project. The next project after chapter 4. So we'll do the introductory C++ Hello World Flaming Sphere project, but in C++ rather than actually doing. Is that a dab? Is that loud dabbing? Is that a dab? Featured comment. Oh, this is a website. This is just a picture. No interactivity there at all. As of version 4.2. Oh. Select the version of Visual Studio you wish to use as your preferred source code IDE in the editor from the Editor Preferences window. Okay, cool. Open source versions of Unreal Engine available through GitHub and are integrated with VS 2013, blah blah blah. Run the Unreal Engine prerequisites installed, done that. Options for new Visual Studio installation, done that. Include the Unreal Engine 4 installer. Fuck. 2023 is fine. Mentioned in the release notes. You're mentioned in the release notes. What? Look at the lad. Oh, fuck off. It's not extensions, is it? It's not. No. No. Get out. File. Tools. Toolbox items. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was in the description or something.
Find yourself some Unreal resharpening. Ugh.
People, Unreal is. Oh no, this doesn't look like what I want. No. What the fuck? No. Tools. Options. Nope. Tools. Nope. God. Tools. Customize. Aha. Nope. I don't think you need to do anything for me. I do. It says here include the Unreal Engine 4 installer. When you install this, you know that screen when you were like, "Oh, everything's fine. You got it." It's in the right-hand side, and I did not. It's right at the fucking bottom as well. Workloads, extensions, window, tools. It might be under help. Oh. Help. Nope. Windows. Run the installer again. I'm gonna say it. Gotta love. Is that UAC? Same company that run the Mars satanic mining operations. I don't want to restart. I want to edit the installation. Oh, poopy. Poopy. No, I gotta restart my PC. UAC is what pops up when something wants to modify your system. Oh, user active control thing. Visual. Do I need to restart? Do I need to restart? Sure. Access. Access. User access control. Yes. Oh, dude, this is fucking. In the installer, there is modify. Yeah, there is modify. Ah, we did it! Jump through them fucking hoops. Oh. Is it game development? There it is. Boom. So you can't do it if you just boot the installer. But if you boot the installer through the program. Who wrote this? I'm not angry. It's just, there's double standards. It checks one route, but it does not check another route. Microsoft wrote this. Yeah, Microsoft doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. Updates available. Cool. You agree. I agree. I agree with me, and I agree with you agreeing with me. And for the third time, video editor. Visual Studio 2019. Use Linux. Yeah. Lord it over me. Lord it over me. Linux is great. Bin. I used a Linux virtual machine once. It's a computer. Right click on the toolbar and select customize. Now what? It wants me to customize this. Commands. Toolbar. Standard. Oh, aha, nice. In the preview list, select the solution. I see why they do this, but it's not obvious why. So you get the things here that you need here for undoing stuff, but yeah, I haven't done enough to understand why it's important either. You can tell me why it's important. Add the solution platforms drop down. What? This one? It's already there. It's already there, dude. It's one of these, right? It's there. Solutions platforms. That's because the target name is too long, so it will not be visible once you work with your E4 project. Doesn't look too good. Or is this one? Solution configuration, solution platforms, debug type. So that's already there. The only solutions we don't have is Solution Explorer, which I guess is fine. Just create empty C+ projects and you will see. Whoops. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. The fuck have I done? Good. I think I did a bad. Just, yeah. Whatever, we'll get that back later if we need it. Turn off the error list window. We'll come back to that if it gets pissy. But I think we've done that. It took roughly 55 minutes to set that up. Why use C++? C++ is a very powerful programming language with many low-level tools that you can utilize as a developer. Good? Yep, we all know this. Biggest advantage of C++ as your main development tool instead of a blueprint is stability. Or instability. Oh, it means like between updates. So like if you write a program in Blueprint and then you update your engine version that you're working in, it might break functionality. It's just not as performant in some cases. Yeah, that was my kind of assumption. Working in like one strain of Unreal Engine, it's fine. C++ breaks more often. Well, I think we're gonna have to caveat that by saying like I am gonna break C++ more often because it's programming. It means you gotta have between updates. Oh, you mean? Oh, okay, fair play. If you do not already know what polymorphism, virtual inheritance, or templates are, your C++ journey with UE4 will become confusing and difficult. God damn it. So I read about these once in a book or an online solo learn. They will be deprecating quite a lot of stuff. Yeah. You are good. Okay. Virtual functions featured in base classes. Be able to have the engine invoke and execute our own custom functionality in place for pending what exists in blah blah blah. Well for C++. Let's just yeet this potato. What is the book's name? The book's name where I learned about virtual inheritance and polymorphism is I think that was the solo learn. So solo learn app wasn't a book. No, the one I'm reading, Unreal Engine 4X by example. Bruh. I just realized all my Unreal projects share the same hard drive as all my OBS recordings. That's an oversight. But the book which had all of the C++ programming examples in was are you recording at the same time? Yeah, of course not. I was very angry at the quality or lack thereof of the VODs that I was uploading from Twitch to YouTube. So I've decided that I'm just going to record the source direct here, where it's good, where the upstream isn't going to be a problem, and where I'm only going to lose 17 frames, apparently. I haven't lost any frames up to Twitch, but Twitch compression is just garbage. I mean, people say Twitch compression is garbage, and you're like, whatever. And you might upload some stuff from Twitch to YouTube, you might never watch it, but then that day when you watch it, and you're just like, wow, Twitch compression really is garbage. And then you get the Google compression on top of that. Damn. So what I do is I record them 50 megabits per second. Might create a restream machine at my new place and record on that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was tempted to do that too. Like it would just take some of the fucking the beef that I would need in this PC out of the equation. So I don't know. There's the compile button on top. Recompiles and reloads C++ code for the game systems on the fly. Damn, son. Really? Oh. Oh, exciting. We're not pressing that button. Control Shift semicolon. What was I talking about? I was in the middle of a really good story there. Whatever. The feature is not available on my platform. Enable live coding. So you type C++, but it changes in real time like Python. Wow. What's up with this texture? Default material. Right. Go into the settings. Oh, you're right. Yes. Oh, we can use code. There's no problem. We can use Visual Studio Code. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, you can, but the integration is better. As you said. As you said. Crystallize opens the editor on start. It did. If you noticed, I had a Visual Studio Code 2017 there, and it was prompting me to log in. Under File, you can open the Visual Studio. I guess if you can I? No, I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Try that. No! What are you doing? Did you see that? Did you see that? Hey. Hey. No. Oh. What a cheeky monkey. Damn. HTML5 support. Why? Why? You might need to regenerate the project. The one option above. File. Refresh. Hey. It works. And we can look at the C files that this is generated automatically for our SkySphere, for our basic mesh, for our material shaders, maybe? I closed a lot of stuff. Yeah. Whoops. It's under the view menu. Yep. Okay. table designer. Okay. Class view. It's loading the entire Unreal Engine 4 code. Do not worry. 10,000 files to pass. Jesus. Oh, I see. Nope. What the flip? Oh, that's nice. Okay. So where are the tabs? What the hell? They're here, but they're not here. What? What tabs? Bottom? Oh, yeah. There we go. Thank you. Oh, hey. Oh, that's not something I got. It's a folder. Okay. Config? No? Source. C#. Hey, I was told that this was a C++ engine, and it's given me 3 C# files. That is C++ there. Cat C#. God damn it. Why can I expand that? Oh, it has a class in it. Okay. Can I open this in the dude? Hey! Sharp include hellocpp.h module/modulemanager.h. Cool! That's code! Implement primary game module. F default game module in PL. hellocpp. Want to become famous? By followers, primes, and viewers on Get Banned. That's nice. It's cool that I can do that. Oh, dude, this is OBS. That wasn't even Twitch. It makes you look more legit if you have like 100 million followers and 2 average viewers. Hey, the algorithm don't lie, man. The algorithm don't lie. But I mean, you know, in terms of follower growth, I'm pretty happy where we're at, and I'm pretty happy how we're doing. And I'm pretty happy that my followers don't like scream every second, "Why aren't you good at C?" or "Why aren't you good at video games?" It's good. It's nice. So it's where I'd like to be. It's not stressful. I don't do this for stress. Oh my god. Up where it says development editor is what you made larger. Oh, this. Keep it on development editor for now. Okay. Hello, CPP Game Mace. I need that open. Wow. Oh, it's a .h file. Alright, okay. Shop include core minimal.h, game framework, hello game mode. Okay, cool. So that's all stuff that we edit in Unreal anyway, right? that's all stuff that we just do here. Oh, look at class. What? This boy. A hello CPP game mode base. Yeah, maybe. Yep, it is a class. There he is. There we go. Before you came, I was discussing this very thing. You object base utility, you object AA actor. Want to know is the first thing I do every time in the engine? You delete everything. And then you spawn a Mario that I click one button in the content browser. The one next to add new. Import. Save all. Oh! Yo! That's cool. Should be on by default in my understanding. Yeah. I mean, for C++ stuff, yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. For everything. No, that's dangerous. Anyway. Hey. So what are we making? Oh no. More please. Man, do you know I was playing Destiny yesterday. In fact, for a while now, and I feel like the servers for Destiny 2 are just getting worse and worse. Like every time I go on them, there's like more lag. Now that you're in C++, you can do it. I'm pretty sure there's like a drag and drop MMO template on like the Unreal Engine front page. There's at least a tutorial. I've seen it. I swear down, I've seen it. I didn't click on it because I thought that was way too ahead. I'm digging through source code through Lineage 2 service. Well. Bruh. The second through is for lols. There is no good template for Momorpaga. There isn't. No, you're correct. But I mean, the only thing that's different between Momorpaga and non-Momorpaga is because the server stuff, and the server stuff is basically. I don't want to be like the server stuff's the only thing you can optimize in Momorpaga. Obviously not. That's stupid. The issue with Unreal 4 and MMO is the Unreal 4 server cannot handle the amount of players. Yeah, exactly. I guess the default Unreal multiplayer stuff, yeah, for Unreal is going to be like 16 player max or something. Custom server, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the optimizations for Momopaga aren't to do with like the graphics. Max is like 200. That's fine. 200 is fine. I don't think I've ever played a Momopaga with more than 200 people per room. So you just have a queue, like all Blizzard games. I like how it wants me to select. Whoa! It wants me to select all classes, but then it only wants me to make an actor, and that was like the first thing. Lineage 2 on mobile was in Unreal. They made an interesting system around it. Oh, I didn't know there was a Lineage 2 on the phone. I did play Lineage 2 though for a while. A friend got me like a free 3 months pass. It's new. Wow, I didn't think Lineage was even popular anymore. Like I was in high school when I played that last. I swear, must have been high school or just after I graduated, 2 years ago or so. You know there are games with product life cycles shorter than that. Desktop one is free, bruh. It was like $9.99 a month when I played. That's why I didn't play it. Met my wife in Lineage 2. Oh, very good. Awesome. So, where can I download this Lineage? We're gonna make a ball. Lineage 2. Still being developed. Wow. I'm impressed. Is it made by NCSoft? Because I tell you, when I was in high school, NCSoft dropped the trailer for Blade and Soul. And me and all my buddies were fucking super hyped to play Blade and Soul. And it came out. It looks dated because it's in an old Unreal Engine. Well, like Unreal Engine 3. No, but anyway. Blade and Soul, and they dropped Blade and Soul, and then we all went to download it, and it's Korea only, bro. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? And then they released in China and Japan, and it's like, come on. And it took them. It only came out like what, last year in Europe, the year before, and it took them so long. I was so de-hyped to play it. I was like, I really wanted to play this like when I was like what, 17. Wow. And then I played it, and you know what? It was nowhere near as good as I thought it was gonna be. It was okay. It was functional, but the combat is so hard. The combat is so hard. Like the boss fights, and like you got to do combos, and I just like, I feel like the kind of gameplay that they wanted is, you know, they wanted like a super technical gameplay, like a fighting system that made you feel like you were in control, but you were also like, they're porting Lineage 2 to UE4. Nice. Like they wanted like some kind of fighting engine system where you felt like a master at fighting when you mastered fighting, but it was also skill based. And I feel like the kind of gameplay that they wanted was like a controller oriented gameplay, but there were far too many buttons to fit on a controller, so obviously it's all mapped to keyboard. There's no controller options in Blade and Soul. Not useful ones, at least. Not useful ones that I found, at least, but I'm an idiot, so maybe I look past them. But anyway, the long and the short of it is, I was kind of disappointed by Blade and Soul, although it is one of the only games I've ever played where you can select how oily your character is. So there's that. You can be an oily boy if you want to be. Oh, the other game that does that is Terra, isn't it? Yeah. So those two games, Terra, I was impressed by Terra as one, mate. Wait, and it was not made in UE4 but UE2. Jesus Christ. Wow. If you want to play a good MMO that isn't Lineage 2, because Lineage 2 was fairly fun when I played it. Terra Online, dude. I jumped out the map several times, but it's a fun game. Very low stress. Very fun. It reminds me of kind of limited in my options. Whatever. Oh. Needs to somehow run on Linux. Or you could run a Windows virtual machine. Does Terra not run on Linux? Not Terraria, yum. That was a gift, by the way. Terra is free to play, and it should be on Steam. Or maybe they took it off Steam. I don't know. Yeah, it's free to play. It's on Steam. I have a Windows VM for packing my projects for Windows. Can I just get the fucking store page? There we go. How would I even find out if it... Get out of here. It's around the buy button. It's free to... we have Windows only. God damn it. Well... I don't have spare PCs just to give out. So we've done our dude. All right, okay. Oh, it's over here. I was doing my spare PC inventory yesterday. I got 2 servers that I do not know what to do with, and 3 desktops that are just collecting dust. I can't tell you what to do with them, but if you want to stream, yeah, you can do your old 19-inch flat CRT. 19-inch flat CRT display. Bruh. Has fun. Yeah. I remember those. They were wild. It weighs like 100 kilos. So you may know this. You can look down below the chat or to the right of the chat, depending on how you're reading this video. You can look at my info page where it tells you all of the gear that I have just in front of me right now. Just, if anyone's curious, I put it there so I wouldn't have to keep telling people. You can have a look at the 3 monitors that I have hooked up to this Rust Bucket PC. I do not have a Hellosphere. No! I want this one. And I want Source. And I want... No, I don't. Do I? Yeah? No? What? It was under Source. Yeah, it was under Source. HelloCpp. Hellosphere.h. There it is. So you got hellosphere.cpp and hellosphere.h. Excellent. I updated my monitor recently. I wish. Well, I said I updated my monitor recently too. I caved in finally after years. So I used to have a HP Pavilion Twisty Turny, a touchscreen tablet style laptop, and it was equal parts absolutely horrible and the best thing ever. So it had a touchscreen and it had a stylus. It was resistive touch, so it was good because you could use it wasn't resistive touch, it was capacitive. Ignore me. The stylus endlessly had grit like stuck in the tip. It was endlessly scratching the screen. That was horrible. But I really enjoyed the fact that it had a stylus and a touch screen with a stylus. And recently I bought a Huion. I almost said Wacom. I bought a Huion tablet with a screen in it. And for the money, it's pretty good. But if you're a professional artist, it's not. I can't recommend it. It's bad. I had a 40-inch 16:9 screen up till recently for several years, and I thought it was too big. No, there is no screen too big. You are mistaken, sir. The only issue with a big screen is if it's a low resolution, I guess, and you get the screen door. But if you have like a big screen that's a TV that actually has a dearth, you've got a 49-inch 32:9. God damn it. Ultra wide? Yeah, ultra wide. That's 2 screens in one. Curved. Oof. But it's a monitor, right? None of my PC monitors are actual monitors. I have 2 TVs and a tablet. It's stupid. But continuing, we found this boy. 120 hertz. I mean, I got 180 hertz if you put all the refresh rates of my screens together. God damn it. Okay. Fill out your copyright notice in the description page of the project settings. Okay, we got Pragma once, thank God. Sharp include game framework, actor.h. Sharp include hellosphere.generated.h. You see class hello cpp underscore API. Dot hello sphere, okay. Public a actor, okay. Generated body, thank you. Public sets default values for this actor's properties. Hello sphere, okay. Protected, called when the game starts or when spawned. Virtual void begin play, override. Public, called every frame. Virtual void tick, float, delta time, override. You know, I realized the other day, the on tick function when I was making the New Year's Eve splash video that I streamed on New Year's Day. On tick delta seconds, the delta seconds is not just runtime. I thought it was, for some reason my brain was like, delta seconds is runtime, and that it was like hitting me in the face. Delta seconds is runtime. You idiot. And I went to actually look at the code. Delta seconds is the amount of time that's passed since the last tick. Yeah, makes so much more sense now. So I'm seeing instantly that the code that has been generated for hellosphere.h is different. Is different to what they have for the hellosphere.h. But we'll ignore that because it works. Yeah, stuff changes. Yeah. I'll assume that it's right because it's what it's given me. Virtual void tick float delta seconds. Virtual void tick float delta seconds. Yeah. Oh, delta seconds is now delta time. So you can, I guess, change the base time to milliseconds. Accommodating for the Unreal build tools. You can see Pragma wants this by default. Preprocessor instruction from the compiler. Pragma wants it there. It is. First thing you may notice is the include list of header file. You see header file actors increase and leave as a shop include elsewhere generated.h line. Yep. Pre-compiled macros. Unlike the standard C++ object, you'll see much more macros being used outside and inside class definition macros are simply keywords that are swapped out for previously constructed code in a compile type. Okay, so a macro is a function with no arguments or with arguments. Is this a macro? Is this a macro? Oh, that's a macro. Yeah. Mm. First one we encounter is uClass, yeah. Anything in purple text? Macro. Sharp define hello API. Class hello API. I like how it has little pop outs for the stuff. This is why I like IDEs. This is why I like not using Notepad. God, what is? I feel like I'm dying here. Something in my neck. I'm out of tea. Breaking down the rest of the header file. Whew, breathe. Whew. But Notepad is the shit. Hey! I can't actually tell if you put stars or if you put something naughty. I don't think I have a swear filthy. This is an 18+ chat. You can get rowdy in here a little bit. He put stars. Alright, okay. Is that 5 stars there? Is that 4 stars? My eyes playing tricks on me. 1, 2, that's 4. Yeah. Fucking eyes, man. Maybe I need glasses. Default constructor and include list. We got those. Hello code. Ow, sorry. Whoop. Before we begin this, before we break down, what? Oh, right, we're looking at the hello CPP. Oh, cool. I need more sleep. Oh, do you know what? Sleep is a big factor. Sleep and hydration are huge factors in how well your eyes work, but I have actually had enough sleep today. Although there was a period in my life where, yeah, wow, I did not sleep well and I did not hydrate well, and low on vitamins. My left eye just went, I'm not going to work today. I gotta go home. Have fun with this. Next time I come, I want to see that MMO in action. God damn it. These damn shareholders. Well, you have a safe trip home, dude. And I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Get out of here. Before we break down each of these functions, let's first look at the include list, like this CPP. Include hellosphere.h. Hellocode.h is not included. Yeah. Okay, cool. CPP project was code changing code base within the CPP. Use object creators, object finders, and logging among the brilliant problems. I'm not going to touch it, but there's no hello code there. So I wonder, 1, if there needs to be hello code there. 2, if I put hello code there, is it going to break? I feel like I shouldn't tamper with what I've been given. I should just accept it and move on. What do you want to put there? Sharp include hellocode.h. No, not a method. It says here in the book that I'm expecting to see a hellocode.h. I think there was one in Hellosphere, actually. No, there was not. But there's also no hellocode.h here. I do not need it. Okay. Constructor, you'll see a majority. Object initialization functionality. Populate initialization object components. Not here anymore. Alright. Peace. I'll ask Uncle Google next time. Begin play components. How to initialize for our components. What we call editor time. This means our objects components will be created and initialized when the project is run. You'll then be able to work with these components from the editor, much like we have done so in this book. Within the definition of the default constructor, Halosphere, to get some sleep before the stream today. Yes, you do. Sleep and then stream. Definition of the default constructor: a Halosphere : a Halosphere bracket. There it is. Set this actor to call tick every frame. You can turn this off to improve performance if you don't need it. Primary actor tick b can ever tick equal true. Cool. Called when the game starts or when spawned. Void a Halosphere begin play. Super begin play. So begin play not just when begin play, but also if it is yeeted into play. Cool, I get that. That's nice. You may have noticed that both the definitions of virtual functions include the line super : function name. Super : function. Oh yeah, so they do. This line of code executes the parent functionality of the same function. This is a very important tool. It means you're able to override parent functions without worrying about missing any core functionality. Yeah. It takes place in parent call. I remember this from somewhere. I don't remember where, but I remember it from somewhere. You're able to override the functions as found in the objects, call them, and write your own extension functionality. So if I call super tick delta time, or if I call super tick and then something else, I can change stuff in that, or no, or who knows? I'm sure it will tell us. I don't get it. The way it's worded here is weird. So you're able to call the parent functionality of the function, but it allows you to easily override the parent functionality of the function. So, I know. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna move on. It'll become clear one day. Not telling. Oh. Add components to any object, so you may duplicate the Halosphere functionality we had in Chapter 1, Introduction to Unreal Engine 4. Components are created via template function tiled create default subobject. There are many object creation methods, such as create default subobject, that will be used when working with the engine. One of the main reasons we will use these is we utilize memory management. Oh, Unreal Engine's memory management systems. Oh, very good. Very spicy. Very spicy. On a phone now. Talking. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know how hard it is to type into Twitch. Oh god. Just don't even remind me. Let's begin writing some C code. I'm gonna be adding all the components we needed to recreate Halosphere from Chapter 1. Good. Going to require a uStatic mesh component for our sphere visual mask, a uSphere component so we may check for overlap with vents, and a uParticle system component for our fire particles, and a uText render component. Our hello world text adding components object on need to include a code inside the single hand look critically default subject or Is this? Hey. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Should do a video on inheritance in UE4 that explain the super thing. Like, I get it. You use super to call these functions here, but is using super to call those functions, calling these functions as they are here, or is it calling them in a way that you can change the way they work? Because I read about inheritance in the audio programming thing, and it was like, oh, you can do the inheritance thing, you can make your own functions, but if you do this and you can't do that, you know, something weird going on. God, I'm feeling like I'm gonna need a drink real soon. It is calling them in the parent. Oh, calling them in the parent, so they would be uneditable. But if you don't use the super and you call them, it makes them. See, you see, I don't understand it. Let's leave it at I don't understand for now. We'll work it out. We'll iron the kinks out later. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Navigate to hellosphere.h now and add a handle to this component in our hellosphere class definition as a member variable. It's in protected. And it wants us to add. Oh, no. I can't just put it there. Maybe I should just. Yeah, that's better. It's a little bit. It's a tiny screen to read at a distance. Okay, so. So if the parent in the begin play writes parent, so if you create a child of that, your ball is child of AA actor now. You can create custom begin play, but if you want to do what the parent does, you need to call super. So with super, it would print parent, and without it, it would not. Yeah, okay, yeah. So super does the parent functionality, or you can have a function with the same name in your thing, which does something completely and radically different just to confuse all the programmers on your team. Yeah, cool, thank you. I get it now, kind of. Can you ever really understand anything perfectly? So we haven't made any text here. We've just made a pointer reference to some text that could be here one day. We've encapsulated it at a protected level. And all that we access outside the object. An inline forward declaration. I was advised to forward declare object types that may not be known. Class definition. This is to reduce including overheads in your .h file. Populate this handle with an initialized component. Let's first create our other required components and initialize those. The appropriate values. Okay, we're going back to hellosphere.cpp. I'm gonna do some bad stuff. It's useful when you need to initialize variables in the parent, for example. Helps with not duplicating code. Yeah, it does. It does. Where am I including this code though? Our root component. Our root component is not here. Now within the definition of our default constructor, a hellosphere, that's here. So here, I guess. Okay, time to leave you. 1080p on mobile data is not a great idea. Yeah, whoa! Dude, no. Thanks for staying as long as you did, though, dude. Don't waste your data on this. Oh my days. Init sphere. Is that how you spell sphere? company plan. All right. I mean, if they're paying. Okay. I just copied what it had in the book. I have no idea what I've done. But we will soon find out. Here we are, creating and initializing the sphere component that will be used to detect overlaps and collisions. There's a pointer to the sphere. Use sphere component pointer. Sphere component is the name of the thing. Create default subobject. Use sphere component text root component equals sphere component. Okay, so you've put those to those things, and assign properties sphere component. Sphere component initial sphere radius is 220f. What? Float. Oh. Collision profile name overlap all dynamic. That is a setting in Unreal that we can select in the browser. Ooh, we've got red cross boys. To error. Undefined. I think I made a poop. Not on purpose, but I think a poop has occurred. Mostly green, but then we got these. Identify use sphere component is undefined. Sphere component is undefined. Alright. So we're adding more in here. Oh, piss. That isn't gonna work. Isn't it? Yeah, maybe it will work. Who knows? That bugs me. Oh, sorry. Hmm. 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 Yeah, we need it. It's not even a file. It's not even a file I can add. But we need to add something. Oh, do you think it might be this? It's just core minimal.h. Yeah, I'm an idiot. They called theirs hello code. That is the file that I need to include. course, it doesn't matter which way they're loaded in the preprocessor instructions. You're creating a shows in the sphere component. Have we done that yet? Yes. Here we go. Whoops. It's tempting to click these auto fixes, but Maybe he'll come round. Maybe at the end of this he'll be like, and now we need to define these. Did I do that? I did not do that. I've missed some fucking shit out here, man. I got some real serious jamais vu going on here. We have created a temporary handle sphere visual to the useStatic mesh component. We then call attach to on this newly created component. This function takes in a handle to the component we wish to attach to. In our case, this is the root component, a handle that currently points to sphere component we created earlier. This attaching is the same as dragging one component onto another in the components panel in the blueprint editor. Okay. We didn't create a sphere component there, did we? Oh, hello. Whoops. This is I was meant to be that. Big box. Whoa. Let me just go see how that is. It was nothing. There was nothing there. Not even like a person. Not even like a bystander. Just Borks. So I changed that. I gotta check all this now. That's fine. Pointer to incomplete class type is not allowed. Alright, here we go. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, what? Uh. This is either going to go real right or real wrong. In fact, it's going to go real wrong. I know it's going to go real wrong. Yep. 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 To the Epic Games Launcher. Launchiero. Okay. You got that huge brain play going on. Got that epic brain fucking play. Let me just whip this out real quick. And that should be that. There we go. And that might be a little bit better. In fact, if we close that. Let's give it a cheeky nudge. We have more arrows now. Copy the reference. Let's just that is, yeah, that is where it goes to. Hmm. All right. What? So it says close this, and then yeah, fine, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh. It's doing something. I feel like you build a bit faster. We're barely using CPU at all. Ah. Ah. Deprecated. Ah. Upon successful compilation, you will be presented with the level editor, as you would if you had simply opened the project by the project browser. There will be one key difference, however. Our new Hello Sphere object will be included in the class lists. Well, it already is included in the class list because we created it in the editor, and it's using the old class compilation. So we have some no, I don't need that. Thank you. There were fewer errors. So let's. You can scroll past the end. Wow, that's impressive. Let's just build it again and then not run it. And we'll have a second cheeky peeky at those errors. No. So we've got use sphere component undeclared identifier, we got sphere component undeclared identifier, and we got use scene component attached to component. Function does not take one argument. Okay, fuck you. So we have as many errors as we had before. Note, see declaration of view object, create default subject. This will require some thorough debugging. Debugging is not covered in this book. I will have to look that up. And 6 o'clock now. I'm fucking done, mate. I'm done. I am turning my phone off. I'm throwing in the towel. We done 3 hour 10. We done 3 hour 11, in fact, of this. Whoa! The fuck was that noise? You. Anyway. So I don't wanna no, yeah. So that was Unreal Engine 4 by example. We've moved into the C zone, which is bad. Because the book is now outdated. And none of the stuff that we're trying to do works. I guess we could install an earlier version of the engine, but it seems like a lot of work. A lot of work. Anyway, thanks for stopping by for the live video. If you stopped by for the live video, thanks Cheetah Games for all your help and your follow and your unfollow and your refollow. You mad, man? Hope you have a nice nap. I hope you had fun watching the VOD and tearing your hair out. If you do watch the VOD, not that you're going to see this information before you see the VOD, but watch it on like 2x speed. God damn. Because nothing happens. But yeah, I will probably see you in the next episode.